Dear English speaking aspirants, if you want to learn communicative English, there are many things you have to learn. First of all, English language is as easy as your own mother tongue, whatever the mother tongue may be, but you have to do some hard work to communicate with others in English on all occasions. First of all, you have to learn many words, common words in English, and also its Telugu equal meanings. Then only you can learn English and you can speak English. We can take a horse to the pond, but we cannot make it drink. Why? Because when it is thirsty, అంటే ఆకలిగా ఉన్నప్పుడు మాత్రమే, దప్పికేసినప్పుడు మాత్రమే అది నీళ్లు తాగుతుంది. దప్పిక లేకుండా నీళ్లు తీసుకొని వెళ్తే అది తాగదు. ఇంగ్లీష్ కూడా అంతే. నీకు నిజంగా ఇంగ్లీష్ అవసరం అనుకుంటే, కంపల్సరిగా మాట్లాడాలనుకుంటే, ఫస్ట్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు డిసైడ్, యూ హ్యావ్ టు స్పీక్ ఇన్ ఇంగ్లీష్ ఓన్లీ. బట్ ఇన్ ఇండియన్ సబ్కాంటినెంట్ ఆర్ ఇన్ ఏషియన్ సబ్కాంటినెంట్, most of the people are miserably failures in communication skills in English. Why? Because there are many factors that influence you not to speak in English, not able to speak in English. And that's why I'm saying you, many things are there in English to converse. First of all, you have to improve your vocabulary as per your needs. అంటే మనకు కొన్ని మినిమం ఏమంటారంటే వర్డ్స్ తెలిసి ఉండాలి. ఇప్పుడు తినుట, రాయుట, చదువుట, నిద్రపోవుట, పరిగెత్తుట, ఆడుకొనుట, అబద్ధాలు చెప్పుట, కోపగించుకొనుట, ఇలాంటివి ఎన్నో మనం డే టు డే లైఫ్లో యూజ్ చేస్తాం. అంతెందుకండి, why we can't speak in English? Because there is no environment, there is no neighborhood. That's why we fail to speak in English. But we can understand English communication when others speak in English. But why can't we open our mouths in English language? It is because of fear, it is because of phobia, it is because of inhibition, and also it is because of some other factors. They are like, if we speak in English, somebody may comment, somebody may criticize, somebody may appreciate. If appreciation is good, no problem. But most of the people, when you open your mouth in English, they comment on you, they criticize you, they speak ill of you. You don't know English and you can't speak in English, your English is bad, your English is worst. So like this, many comments will crop up in course of time. But as far as I remember, as far as I know, I am a Telugu medium student totally. But today I can speak hours together. Why? Because we have to work hard in learning one language. Language learning is a kind of activity. You can learn any language within 6 months, provided you should do some hard work, some efforts on it. Then it is very easy. So actually what we need is more than 800 verbs and some adjectives, some adverbs, some nouns, some pronouns. So these are all very easy. They all come under parts of speech. I can teach you parts of speech in 1 hour so that you can become proficient and also efficient in knowing what are parts of speech. If you know parts of speech, 50% of English communication is yours. But most of the people neglect them. They are very easy to communicate, very easy to learn, very easy to write. But you don't have time. But most of the people are complaining that We are short of time. That's a very bad habit. So you have full of time. Provided you should think how to make use of your time. But we are not making use of our time which is available to us. That's it. For example, to learn or to communicate English language, the most basic fundamentals or rudimentary things are parts of speech. So what are they in parts of speech? Nouns and pronouns, next verbs, next adjectives, next adverbs, next prepositions, next conjunction, and next interjunction. So we use very rarely the interjunction. But what we need to communicate with others efficiently, effectively, powerfully, we have to learn as many adjectives as possible, and sometimes adverbs also. So if you know the adverbs and also the adjectives, you can make use of effective language to speak with others. That's it. Very simple. But adjectives ends with certain things. If you know the English and also the Telugu meanings, you can become well versed in using all adverbs. So if your language is rich with adverbs and also adjectives, you can be a good communicator in English. How is it possible? You have to practice it every day. So what are the words that we are using every day? First you have to make a point and note it down in your notebooks. How to make powerful, effective communication with others. First of all, you have to lose your fear or inhibition, shyness. In the beginning days, you can speak whatever you like. Let it be wrong or right, but you have to speak. But most of the people afraid of the situation in which they are entered. So they are fearful of speaking or opening their mouth in English. English is a dead language. Even every Tom, Dick, and Harry can speak it. Even a fool can speak it. Most of those people speak in English, Kerala, without primary education. In many other states also, most of the people speak in English. But we can't speak. Why? Because we are afraid of it. We are fearful of it. That's why we can't speak. We can't open up our mouth. For example, I am a Telugu medium student up to degree. But today I can speak hours together. Why? Because every day I have to learn. I have to make it a point. And I made it a point to learn at least 5 to 10 new vocabulary. And there its meaning, its parts of speech, how to use, when to use, where to use, how best we can use, how best we can remember all these things. That's it. It's very simple. Anybody can speak in English without primary education also. That is rest assured. That is my promise. Please, first of all, let us think of parts of speech. If you know parts of speech, 25 to 30% of English is yours. If you know sentences, simple sentence, complex sentence, and compound sentence, active voice and passive voice, reported speech, direct speech, that means direct speech or indirect speech. Indirect speech is also called reported speech. And change of sentences, synthesis of sentences, analytical study of the sentences. These are all very easy things if you are really interested to learn them. That's it. It's very simple. And also you have to read at least one newspaper every day for at least 1 hour or 2 hours. Wherever you find a difficult meaning or difficult word, immediately take patience. Be patient with searching the dictionary, either Telugu or in English. I suggest you all to read C.P. Brown English to Telugu Dictionary for the beginners, because English language is an international language and its origin is from many languages. For example, Sanskrit, Spanish, Germany, and that called Germanian, English, United Kingdom, and many other countries. So that's why English language is becoming every day richer and richer. So there are as many as 282 words in English. To speak in English, what we need is at least 600 words or 700 words, including verbs, adjectives, adverbs, prepositions, conjunction. So when once you know prepositions, what are conjunction, where to use, how to use, it's very simple. You can learn by reading so many grammar books available in the market. The best book among them is Ren and Martin, J.V. Ramaya English Grammar and Composition, which is written in Telugu for Telugu medium students. So many books are available in the market to learn English grammar. But are you not confident that you can speak in English? So without grammar also you can speak in English correctly. Take it for example, you have a small child in your home. Let it be 2 years or 3 years. He will try to convince, he will try to express or inform what are the needs for that organ. When they are able to speak their own mother tongue without knowing alphabet, without knowing words, without knowing anything of that language, they are getting the things done. But why can't we? Because the environment, the surroundings, the school. Of course, even though you are in English medium school, but you are not able to speak in English. Why? Because lack of exposure, lack of environment. Our teachers also speak only in Telugu, but they teach in English very good, perfectly good, but we are not able to speak. Why? Because the communication skill is not taught in the school. Teachers are miserably failed in teaching English perfectly. Even most of the private schools, English language is there, medium of instruction is there in English, but the headmaster, the teachers, the correspondent or the secretary are not well versed in English language. That's the problem. If you make it a compulsory or mandatory to speak in English, some of the teachers will leave the school. They resign and go out because of the force of the headmaster or principal who is well versed in English language. So that's why as many as some 6,000, 7,000 words, including verbs, adjectives, adverbs, prepositions, conjunction, everything. You not worry about them. I will teach you in an easy way where you can remember all the things by just one sitting or one reading. That's it. So English is very easy to speak. English language is very easy to communicate. Only thing is you have to shun your fear. You have to forget your phobias. Whatever you speak just like a child, small child, as the child speaks in his mother tongue or in her mother tongue. Okay, good night. I am going to make some videos on this particular topic where you can learn and you can also speak. I will guarantee you all, dear young generation of this country, and especially in Andhra Pradesh, sometimes if necessity arises, I can also speak in Telugu, your mother tongue. I know Kannada, I know English, I know Telugu. In 3 languages I will communicate. First of all, I am going to start certain videos or some videos on how to speak in English grammatically. I will teach you grammar in detail soon. Because of my busy schedule, I am not able to make some videos where you can learn English perfectly and you can also speak English perfectly. Thank you and good night.